Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And if I understand the question right, somebody left me on YouTube. They want to put circles, but they want them in the center of the text. I really don't know the best way, and this would be very, very easy on a block text like this. But let's get our parallel dimension tool and let's measure from there to there, and we get 0.63. From there we get 0.56. So we're a little bit different in thickness, but that's fine. And so we're going to set our distance on half of 0.63, which is 0.315. And we're going to draw a line, a 2-point line from there to there, and then we're going to nudge it over. That's the center of that font. Then we're going to nudge it over here, but we're going to change our nudge distance to 0.28, which is half the 5/6. And do it like that. Now, let's nudge this over 2 inches. He's wanting to blend, so I'm nudging it twice. And you don't have to put those lines together, I wouldn't think. And then get an ellipse. I'm thinking about the size of that shape, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, however you want it. And then just put it right there on that line, Control D, and make a duplicate of that, and Control D or not, and then hold down the Shift key and select both those circles or ellipses and not the line. Then we're going to go to blend. We're going to blend it 8 times and see what that looks like, depending on your look you want. So what I should have done first, I should have made a couple of copies, Control D of this ellipse. And then I'm just going to hit P and start moving them over. And you can always just hit your space bar too. So and one way you can go is hold on the Alt key and just select part of those 2 circles. You didn't get the line, hit apply. Take this line and put that ellipse there on that one. Now, like I said, this is really easy on a block text like that. Hold down the Shift key and select them both. Let's hit 8 again. Those are a little bit closer together, but you can't really do too much about it. And then what you can do is, well, one, I don't know if he's wanting to use the whole thing, but break them apart. I'd go ahead and select them again and go group and ungroup, and then grab that line and just move it out of the way or delete it. And then nudge this back over, and then you can see we're a little bit long on our text, but that's just because we made that line that length. So you do the same thing on your E's and your X. The X is going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's not really. I mean, you're just splitting the difference. And one thing you can always do, and I do it sometimes, I'm going to go Control K and break it apart, break the text apart. I'm going to hit the plus sign and make a duplicate of that X. And then I can move, well, I don't have to nudge it. I'm just going to move it over. And then I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to move the rotation to there. And I'm going to get my X perpendicular to here. And when you get in close with the rotation, so click on it twice and then grab that point, you can have it snap to that line. So now your X is a little bit easier to work with. You can, let me zoom in here, get the parallel dimension tool, and let's measure that as 0.61. So change your nudge factor to 0.305. Get you a line, put it from there to there, and nudge it over, and then that's the center of that X. Now you should be able to just rotate that line to the same degree, but you'd have to be in the center of that. So it'd almost be easier just to move that line out of the way and rotate this guy back. Or let's see what happens if it mirrors it. Yeah, there we go. So now you can do the same thing for this one. Anyway, I hope I understood the question. And if that's not what you're wanting, I'm sure they'll let me know. I did a video just like this yesterday on the blend tool, so maybe that's what he's wanting, to blend these. And you can always take these ellipses and weld them together, and then you get that totally different looking font. And then use your Smart Fill tool to fill that in. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.